Welcome back, everybody, to Golden Bear Nation. Tonight, historic Eggers Stadium, newly remodeled since we were here last time, my partner. Seems like just yesterday we got off the bus coming back from a playoff game, and here we are.
Here we are. A new coach, new football team, a bunch of offense graduated. It's going to be an interesting season.
It is. It is. When you look at this Golden Bear roster this year, it's the making of building something special because we're really young. Very young across the board. 5 seniors. One of those seniors is your place kicker. One of those seniors did not take a snap last year because of injury. So basically 3 seniors that had a lot of Friday Night Light experience last year, which may make for a couple of rough adjustments early in the season as everybody kind of gets in and fills their spots, feels where they're at in this program. But with 13 freshmen on the roster, one of them actually starting tonight, you got to start building that thing, and you do what Van Wert's done. You know, you look at this program over the last 10 years, and they have been such a solid program year in and year out. They just keep reloading, and that's what every coach wants to build, and that's what we've got the beginnings of here tonight, I think.
It is. It's the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. You got a chance to talk with brand-new head coach Scott Staten.
I did. You put the coaches show over on me, so Coach and I got a chance to spend some time together this week.
How about we take care of that over this time out on the Golden Bears Sports Network?
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Nobody likes an awkward silence, but you can actually use it for something good.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back to Inside the Bears Den. Dave Brobston, Coach Staten. So, it just seems like yesterday we were getting off that long bus ride from West Holmes, and here we go. Quick off-season, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, everything's just been sped up, it seems like. From the time I was announced as the head coach to today seems like it's a week ago.
And that's one of the things I wanted to touch on. A few years up in the press box. Now you get back down on the sidelines and get to prowl a little bit. Little different perspective, being able to see a bird's eye view for a few years and then coming back down to field level?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the last 4 years are going to pay off for me in the long run. I was able to take a step back and just, after being a head coach for 10 years, coming back, going up top, and just getting an overall view of the flow of the game, the atmosphere of the game, how things look from that perspective up there when it's a lot less emotion-based when you're up top.
Yeah, and it's always good to be able to see when you're not having to just wait to Saturday morning and break down the All-22. You've kind of got the nice view of it live and in person. Yeah. Not the same team as last year. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday who coached at both the high school and college level, and he said coaching at the college level sometimes is easier than high school because in college you recruit kids to your system. In high school you got to massage your system to your kids, and we've got a couple of big holes to plug this year without Jace or Sam.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it provides an opportunity for kids to step up and earn those positions, which is what we're looking to do. We're not trying to replace Jace or Sam because they're phenomenal athletes. We're not trying to put that kind of pressure on any one kid. It's a collective culture thing that we're trying to do, where everybody knows that they have an important role in this thing, whether they're a scout team player or whether they are the starting quarterback, running back. Everything kind of plays off of itself. So that's kind of the message that we're driving home is everybody's in this thing together. It's not one person. It's an atmosphere. It's a culture that we're trying to build.
Speaking of building culture, taking a look at the roster, we're young. Not a lot of experience. 5 seniors. One of those didn't take a snap last year because of injury, and one's your kicker. A lot of underclassmen get a chance to step up and begin to build a system, because I think every coach's goal is not to have a good team. It's to build a winning system and be able to reload, to be the Van Werts, to be the Liberty Centers, to be able to build that culture. You're getting a chance to do that with a bunch of young kids this year.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously when you have a young team, you're going to take a lot of bumps along the way, but you also have the opportunity to mold those kids. We have a very large freshman class, and those freshmen know nothing else other than what we've done in the last 5-6 months. So from their perspective, that is high school football. They don't know any different. For some of the others, then it's like, hey, this is the way that we do things. This is our culture. This is our system. This is what we're trying to build for the long haul. And so that's maybe a little bit more of a growing period for those kids, those seniors that we mentioned. And I can't say enough about how the adjustment has went for those guys. And obviously I knew them, so I had an advantage of being here for the last 4 years as the offensive coordinator. But being in the head coaching position now, I can't say enough about those seniors and how they have bought into what we're doing. Every single day they show up, they work hard, and that's all we can ask for them.
And that is, that from a coach's standpoint, the X's and O's will take care of themselves on Friday night as long as you get the guys that are doing the work to lead up to that. You know, I used to say, coaching, that game time was actually sometimes the most relaxed time because it's all the build-up and putting everything in place. Looking at Van Wert, all 22 starters from the team that stepped onto our field last year graduated. So they're in a little bit of a rebuilding process too. What have you seen in all your preview stuff of them coming into this week?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that stands out is the quarterback. He did play running back last year, but he's moving to a new position at quarterback, and he's super athletic. So that's something that we have to be prepared for. That's something that has hurt us in the past around here is running quarterbacks, scrambling quarterbacks. And this kid's athletic. He can make the throws. He can get outside the pocket. So we're really going to have to be disciplined in our assignments on defense. So he's the guy that jumps off of the film right away. So we have to be prepared for that on that end. From us, from an offensive perspective, we have to make sure we limit turnovers and just play fundamentally sound football. And that's what we're going to talk about from day one. It's like we build accountability, we build discipline, and doing things the right way, and then we let the game take care of itself. Like, we really got these kids to buy into the process and not the outcome.
And in all three phases of the game, because we look back at Van Wert last year, we played them play for play on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball, but three major breakdowns on special teams were the difference in the game. So you've got to have all three of those phases playing fundamentally sound football.
Absolutely. I mean, that's been a huge emphasis for us this week, obviously. I mean, 3 scores, like you said, on special teams. Last year, 2 years ago, opening kickoff to the house. So it has crippled us year in and year out against Van Wert. So, and I don't know if that's because it was week 1. I don't know. But I just know that we have put a huge emphasis on that, and we have the kids prepared for that.
And that's one of those kick returns, special teams plays. They may not make or break the game like last year with 3 scores, but they have such a psychological impact. And, you know, after 2 years in a row with Van Wert, hey, keeping them from taking it to the house on the opening kickoff, that's a psychological win on our side.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, this has been Dave Brobston, Coach Staten on Welcome to the Bears Den. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you next week.
Yep, thanks.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back to Edgar Stadium tonight. Thank you to all of our sponsors that are bringing this season possible for you all. Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Danielle Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. One of the longest running opening games in the state is Van Wert and Bryan. We've been doing this for a while.
We actually have. It is the longest opening rivalry in the state. And, you know, I was down at Shelby one time, and some folks at Shelby tried to tell me that they had the longest opening, and nope, this is it. And
it is, and you've got the Battle for the River Rock in Napoleon, and that one hasn't always been. That ended the season for a while, and so 102 years for them, but this one is a long one. And last year, we had a heck of a ball game last year, 47-21, but I don't think the score told the story. 3 major mistakes, 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown, 1 muffed punt, and there's 21 points for the Cougars. And without that, it's 26-21, and we were in a ball game all night long.
We were, and we talked about that, and you talked about that with Coach, about how special teams is just such a clutch kind of thing. And if you can't do special teams, if you get down in a hole like that, that can really change the whole complexion of the game.
Well, one of the things we talk about are 3 phases of the game. You got to win 2 out of the 3 to win the game, and we so often take special teams for granted. And it proved last year that was a big deal. And you look tonight. The young kicker for Van Wert McCracken, hitting from 40 yards and beyond for field goals. It's a weapon they bring to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. As and these 2 teams, they're both kind of gritty. They're both, show up with a lunch pail and go to work.
Exactly. And so you've got to win those phases of the game, and that's one of the things that's going to be important tonight. When we look at this Cougar team, one of the things that I have really noticed is their last 3 or 4 seasons have been just absolutely solid all the way around. Coach Recker's 13th season, 73-61, 8-4 last year, lost to Shelby in the second round of the playoffs. But for those listening for familiar names, all 22 starters that started a year ago in Bryan graduated. Now, that lets us go, wow, that's awesome. They graduated everybody. Except
their quarterback.
7 years in a row, Van Wert has had an All-Ohio quarterback. 7 straight years, their quarterback has been All-Ohio. The last couple or 3 years, they've taken their best athlete and made him a quarterback who had never played quarterback before. And last year, Brillon Parker became All-Ohio. And that's just one of the things about this team. And it puts pressure on a team very early because you've got the best athlete behind center, and you got to stop the run, you got to stop the pass. You never know what he's going to come at you with.
Quarterback Briston Wise was a running back last year, and he returned the two kickoff returns.
We know him well.
Yes, we do.
we know him well. It is a number that should be etched in the minds of all of these Golden Bears tonight is don't let him get away, because if he gets away, he's gone.
Yep.
For the Golden Bears tonight, like I said, coming in, they're very young. Coach Staten's first year, he was 54-49 at Eden, replacing Coach Redhead, who was 43-50 at Bryan. The Bears were 5-6 last year. One of the most amazing games I've ever called, that 70-50 loss to West Holmes in the first round of the playoffs. I talked to a bunch of friends over the summer and said, if you go on the road in the playoffs and score 50 points, you think you're going to the next round, right? Yeah, 70-50 loss to West Holmes in the first round of the playoffs. The big thing for the Golden Bears is replacing Jace Kepler and Sam Herold. And you're not going to replace them with 2 guys. Nope. You're going to have to replace them with an entire team effort. You're looking at the school record holder in rushing so much of the offense last year. Probably 90% of the yards and scores were between those 2 guys. And so a lot of guys are going to have to step up to make things happen tonight.
Absolutely. And, you've got some senior leadership, particularly Carter Dominic, Damian Wolf. They can step up and make some plays, but it's going to take some of the young kids as well.
It is. And it's going to be, you're not going to see, I don't think we're going to see, especially early in the year, we're not going to see Damian Wolf have a 260, 270-yard game like Sam did. What we hope for is you get 3 or 4 guys with 65 or 70 yards that keeps that defense honest.
Yep.
And that's what we've got to be looking for tonight and all season long for this Golden Bear team, as it's going to be learning. The advantage for the Golden Bears is their offense. Coach Staten was their offensive coordinator last year. There's not a lot of change on the offensive side of things. We see a couple changes on the defensive side, and we'll talk that in a bit. We'll take a break. We'll come right back after a word from our sponsors, and we'll finish up our countdown to kickoff.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory since 1922. We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Welcome back here to Edgar Stadium tonight. Van Wert just took the field, came out of their tunnel, and I don't know what they call it here officially. Where I come from, that's called cold dust gray uniforms, but I'm not sure what their colors are, but they're in all gray, red helmets, silver numbers. Let's take a look tonight at tonight's keys of the game. Our keys for the Golden Bears: win the turnover battle. Fumbled, punt, a couple other turnovers last year. You got to win the turnover battle. That's one of those phases you got to take care of. You got to contain the Van Wert quarterback. For any team that plays Van Wert, their number one key has got to be to contain their quarterback. He's going to get his yards. He's going to throw for yards. You just can't let him take off and get big yards, make small plays into big plays. The other thing is tackle in space. They like to spread the field out and take one-on-one battles. That means you're going to have to defeat your block, and you're going to have to make solid tackles. If you can't bring the guy down, you got to hold on to him till help comes. That's going to be the keys for the Golden Bears and for the Cougars. For the Cougars tonight, first game nerves. They're a very successful program, very successful team. Big night tonight with the new press box in. It's beautiful here, so first game nerves for them. The other thing, you graduate all 22. They're going to want to run the ball and control the ball because you run first, pass second, and then for them, as they have done for the last couple of years against the Golden Bears, I think 3 touchdown returns on kickoffs in the last 2 years. They want to win the special teams game.
Keys to the game brought to you by Carlin Company, Real Estate and Auctioneers, your hometown real estate company.
Our eyes on the game tonight, sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Our official is Anthony Hattery. Keaton Drucker-Miller, Dick Anderson, Michael Lampton, and Todd Clark make up the rest of the team. And now for our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem was sponsored by Veteran Services of Williams County, and the Veteran Services of Van Wert County sponsored the cannon going off that shocked us all. We should have seen it. It's sitting right down in the middle of the end zone. This has been the Oberlin-Turnbull Countdown to Kickoff. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused. We'll be right back with the starting lineups and tonight's opening kickoff on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
So we had no mic for the national anthem.
During the pregame toss, the Van Wert Cougars won and elected to defer. Van Wert will be kicking off to start the game.
Welcome back. Looking at tonight's starting lineups, Van Wert won the toss, elected to defer. That means your Golden Bears will get the ball first. For the Golden Bears tonight, across the front line, Logan Carter, a 6'2", 215-pound junior. Kate Spizak, a 5'10", 207-pound senior. Jamison Longoria, 5'6", 215-pound junior. Lucas Reed, a 5'6", 187-pound freshman. And Connor Hogan, a 6', 230-pound junior. Cade Carlin will be behind center, with Damian Wolf behind him as our running back. Aiden Wallace, Hudson Wheeler, Carter Dominic, and Anthony Weber will be our receivers for the Cougars. Noah Doctor, Nick Edwards, Javon Smith. If you're watching on TV, keep an eye on this guy. He is 6'2", 485 pounds. He is a full-size human being. Trevor Dotson. At linebacker, Kyle Eggleston, Anthony Reichert, and Briggs Wallace. On the corners, Micah Cohen and Case Stegeman, and Kane Shoby and Donovan Winkleman will be your safeties. Griffin McCracken will be lining up to kick off. Back deep for the Golden Bears. See Anthony Weber. And Hunter Watson. McCracken up. Kick, low line drive is going to bounce. Picked up by Watson at the 15. Over the 20. He's got a seam. Tries to cut outside. Wrapped up. Brought down to the 25.
Good job there to recognize that seam and be able to get through there and pick up some extra yardage.
And you know, one of those things, as a young freshman, the first time to touch the ball back on an opening kickoff to get a bouncing kick, handle it, you get a nice positive return, and you don't turn it over. That's the big thing. Ball is on the near hash at the 25-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Golden Bears moving from right to left. Bright in their gold helmets, white jerseys, gold pants, purple trim. Carlin gets the snap. Looks little short pass. Dominic out in the flat. Gets about 2 on the play before he's wrapped up and brought down. Nice play call. Nice, safe pass. Sure hands for Carter Dominic. Get the offense moving in the right way. Second down, 8 to go. Golden Bears. We've got a official's timeout on the field, pointing down in the corner to something we can't see. Not sure what they're pointing to. The official's looking for something back in the end zone behind the Golden Bears. Ball mark ready for play. May have been a clock issue. I think that's where the clock is on that side of the field. Wound now. Wolf to the right. Fake. Pass out in the flat the other side. Nice completion out there, this time to Anthony Weber. Good for about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up third down, 4 to go from the 31.
I like the safe passes, just trying to get the ball moving. Don't do anything too stupid. Don't do anything too big.
And build your young quarterback's confidence. Looking to the sideline, getting the play. Carlin 2 for 2 on this drive for about 6 yards. Nice safe passes. Motion coming this way, looking again to pass. Cade's flushed, looking to run, gets to the outside, throws it downfield. Nice throwaway, a good read by the Van Wert defender coming off of his man to put pressure on the quarterback. Cade made the smart move, threw it away. Don't take any chances. It's going to bring up a punting situation for the Golden Bears. Jacob Uran on to do the kicking. Back deep for Van Wert. Case Stegeman and Micah Cowan, number 10, are back deep, standing on their 34-yard line. Nice, and turned it over, drives him back to the 25. Ball's on the ground, recovered. Big booming kick that time by Jacob. He was out here before game, and he was just booming the ball. His leg has gotten so much stronger from last year to this year.
It really has. And, good kick coverage there. The Bears, he bobbled it a little bit. Fair caught it, bobbled a little bit, and the Bears are right there just in case.
Just in case. Back to the 23-yard line. Van Wert will take over. 10:38 to go in the first quarter on your main Stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. For the Golden Bears, along the defensive line, Logan Carter, Cade Spizak, Connor Hogan, and Carter Dominic. Your linebackers, Jacob Uran, Cody Schaefer, and Damian Wolf. Aiden Wallace and Anthony Weber at the corners. Cade Carlin and Vincent Taylor are your safeties. 5 wide for Van Wert. Something we see quite often. Going to be a run by the quarterback, wrapped up, dropped down for a loss that time. Connor Hogan all over that play. Nice read. We talked about containing the quarterback, partner.
We did, and Connor Hogan did a nice job. He came right in there, wrapped him up with two hands, got a big paw on him, and then came around and got the rest. And, it's a loss of 3.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13, 10-19. Clock moving here in the first quarter. Again, empty backfield for Bristol Wise, bringing a man in motion. Going to be a jet sweep coming this way. Nowhere to go, wrapped up by a whole host of Golden Bears. I see a Jacob Duran. I see a Logan Carter. I see a Cade Spizak, and everybody in on that one. Going to be a gain of about 3 on the play, takes it to 3rd and 10.
Got the yardage back he missed.
3rd down, 10 to go. 5 wide, snap back, Wise back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and they've got him in trouble, but here's where he's dangerous. Need to contain and wrap him up. He's going to get near the 1st down, but he's not going to get there. We had one guy took a bad angle on the play. If we look at here on the replay, this is where Wise is so troublesome. He escapes right here, has a nice shot down the field, and Jacob Duran just took a bad angle on him. But we bring it up here to 4th down. So wonderful play. The Welling Construction replay. Welling Construction be sponsoring our replays all year long.
They show punt, but the coaching staff, at least up here with us, is concerned about a fake.
We've got twin safeties back deep. Delay a game. Didn't get it off in time with the confusion.
Just 5 yards. Now I think you're safe.
I think you're safe from the fake on this one. We've got one guy back deep.
Ooh.
Punt shanked. Nice shanked punt. Good thing for the Golden Bears as it is down, not even enough for the 1st down, about a 7-yard punt on the play.
That was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. Straight up in the air.
It did. And the danger of that is it comes down and hits one of your linemen. Good job by the Golden Bears to, it used to be called poison, poison, poison. I'm not sure what the call is now, but no Golden Bears around it. Bryan takes over in really good field position, deep in Van Wert territory. Ball on the 36-yard line, 1st down, 10 to go Golden Bears. 8:30 to go. Main stop scoreboard open when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday. Every Thursday, first run of the game for the Golden Bears. Wolf up the middle. Nice gain on the play. Picks his way forward for 4.5, close to 5. Going to give him 4 officially. And that's the thing we're going to see from Damian this year is he's, Sam was a bounce runner. Damian's more of a between the tackles type of guy.
He's a blazing guy. He goes right ahead, a bruiser.
Going to give it to him again, wrapped up this time, driving the pile forward, pushes forward to about the 30. Going to bring up 3rd down, 4 to go.
Got a good 2 on that. Kind of got a little tied up with his lineman, trying to go over the right side just a little bit, got mixed up.
2 yards on the play when you're dragging a 485-pound guy. He's definitely been doing some squats in the weight room this offseason.
Absolutely.
It's 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Going to give it to Damian again. He's got a little crease, enough for a 1st down. And this plays really well into the whole Bryan game plan with a young team, a young offensive line. If we can grind out yards, grind out the clock, that's a good thing. 1st down, Golden Bears, 7:25 clock running in the 1st quarter here from Egger Stadium, no score.
And that time Wolf bounced to the outside left and was able to pick up that yardage.
Twins to the right, they shuffle Carter to the right, they're going to run to the right. Damian has a little couple blockers out in front of him, out inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him down right at the 20, a gain of 5 on the play.
Nice time bouncing outside that time. Little high snap by Carlin. He did a good job of railing that in. Kate is your center fielder in baseball, and some of those skills came in handy.
It comes in really handy. Bryan in a hurry. Tight end left. You've got 2 to the right. Wolf again, right up the gut. Drives himself forward. Going to be down to about the 22. Make it 3rd and 2.
Pick up of 3 on that one.
Again, these nice short drives. Rolling the clock. rolling the chains. 3rd down, 2 to go. Ball is at the 17. Bryan on the right hash mark. Slot left, single receiver to the right. Carlin fakes the handoff. Over the middle has Dominic, and it's a Golden Bear touchdown. Wide open. Froze the linebackers on the play action. They'd run, and Carter Dominic slid off the line. And the Golden Bears are going for 2.
Nice job there, 17-yard touchdown. That was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-play drive, and it was just basically Damian Wolf and one pass.
One pass. Wolf to the left of Carlin. Carlin back in the pocket, looks to the right, throws to the right. He's got Dominic, throws to Dominic, complete, 2-point conversion, good, 8-0. Golden Bears will take a timeout. Get back with the kickoff here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Your Golden Bears 8, Van Wert 0.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. Nice drive, partner.
Yep, 6 plays, 36 yards, set up by that punt that just went 7 yards, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Carter Dominic from Cade Carlin, 17 yards, and the 2-point conversion was good to make it 8-zip. Just like they drew it up here.
Just like they drew it up. Looking around the area, Liberty Center leading Tenora 7-0. Fairview 8, Wauseon 0, 8-0 here. No score. Defiance and Napoleon. Antwerp Montpelier, no score. Paulding Swanton, no score. Delta Ayersvoort, no score. And Edgerton ahead of Eden 7-0.
And this is where you have to be really careful. Yeah.
This is it. This has been our bugaboo with this team for the last 2 years. And they're setting up at the 25-yard line. Oh, no, they've got 2 more guys back. One of the things, the beautiful new press box here is really going to be nice when they get it all finished. But there's some obstructed views still in the press box. I'm looking and seeing guys at the 25 and thinking, you got nobody deep? But no, there's behind the post.
Now they back everybody else up, too. So now they've got 2 at the 20, 2 at the 5.
2 at the 5. Jacob looks left and right. Runs up, boots, end over end kick, drives him inside the 5 to the 4. Comes out over the 15 to the 20 to the 25. Nice little crease, and once again, who's there to meet him? Connor Hogan.
Connor Hogan is having a great game so far, making tackles and also making sacks, and then making the tackle there on a punt return.
And a couple of really good blocks on the offensive line when Damie is running. It was Michael Cohen on the return for the Cougars. Cougars get it out to the 30 where they'll start 1st down, 10 to go. So I'm wondering, partner, how long is it going to be before high school goes to the college and the pro football kickoff that nobody understands?
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, empty backfield for the Cougars. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Bryan leading this one, 8-0. Men in motion, ball's on the ground. Wise picks it up, and once again, Connor Hogan tracks him down for a loss. Snap came back low, and Wise bobbled it. Welling Construction Replay, a 3rd-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-536-3172. Wise rolls, gets through 1 tackle, barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, gets met that time by Logan Carter. 3rd down, 10 to go. Someone's in at linebacker. We're in 52, and I don't see him on our roster anywhere.
I do not see a 52.
Wise back to pass. Pressure comes up the middle. Looks deep over the middle. Overthrows his receiver. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down, 10 to go.
First pass attempt for the Cougars tonight. And they're going to have to punt again.
The punt returns on. Once we get a name for 52, we'll make sure we get it out there. We don't want anyone to have their kid or grandkid out there not getting called.
See if the punt's any better than last time. Last time it was 7 yards.
What's he doing? He's over here.
Snap back, kick. This one a little better. Gets it to spin over. Weber's going to call a fair catch. Take it inside the 30 at the 27, where the Golden Bears will take over first down. 10 to go. We'll see what Bryan can do with it this time. Third drive of the quarter for the Golden Bears. And they have been stingy on defense. 2 3-and-outs for Van Wert. Dominic is H-back to the left. You got 2 backs to the right. They're going to run to Wolf. He gets through the outside. Can't break away from the tackle. Nice pursuit that time. Tackle is made by Aaron Reichert. Reichert fired through from his middle linebacker position, fought off a couple of blocks, and got to Damien for no gain. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, looking, tries to get away, finds a man down the middle. Good defense that time by Carter Dominic. It was kind of a jump ball, and Carter made sure that if he wasn't going to get it, wasn't nobody going to get it.
Just got our message in. Thank our listeners. 52, Cody Schaefer.
Cody, he changed numbers on us. He was a 33 last year.
He was. And he was a 33 on the roster this year.
Yeah.
We did do our homework.
Cody went to a linebacker number. All right, nice to know. Thank you to our listeners out there keeping us not looking foolish. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. Carlin pushes his way out over the 30. Going to get about 2 on the play. Going to bring up 4th down. About 8 to go.
The first rush for Cade Carlin.
Which is something I thought we'd see a little bit more of with his athletic ability. As the night goes on, we may see a little bit more, but he's had open receivers. Jacob Uran back to kick. 2 returners deep for Van Wert, standing at their own 35. Snap, the punt. Not a good punt. Looking for a bounce. Gets a good Golden Bear bounce inside the 35 to the 32, where it's going to be down. First down, 10 to go. Van Wert starting from their own 32-yard line. No one covers William County sports like 100.9 B-Rock, and follow the Bryan Golden Bears all season long on Q96.5. Listen on air or online at the B&O WQC2 QCT. And Andy Briggle missing his first opening night in 32 years because of his daughter's rehearsal dinner tonight. So yeah, first game in 32 years. Andy's not going to be behind the mic for Eden Edgerton. Wise looks out to the pass, complete to Cowan. Nice run at him. Carlin gets him by the feet but can't wrap him up, and it's going to be the first down for Van Wert.
Pick up of 12 there.
3:19 here in the first quarter on your main stop of Northwest Ohio scoreboard, 8-0. Going to be a jet sweep, nowhere to go, wrapped up again and brought down. Damian Wolf on the tackle. Wraps up Gary Hillary. Second down, 11 to go. Another tackle for loss for the Golden Bears. And we got a jump. I think it's going to be on us. So one of the things that we talked about, and if you looked at any of the preseason previews, whether it was the Black Swamp, the Bryan Times, the Crescent preview, everyone said that Bryan is going to run a 40 defense, sometimes 3 linebackers, sometimes 2 linebackers, but we're going to have kind of a nickel shell. The last couple of plays, we've been in a 3-man front. Always just keeping things, making your opponents think through things. We go back to the 4-man front now, back to the nickel cut shell, handoff to Geary or Hillary over this side, runs into his own blocker, and down he goes. No gain on the play.
He may have actually lost
May have lost a yard. He did. Third down now and 6. 3rd and 6. Empty backfield again. 3rd down, 6 to go. Ball on the own 47. Clock rolling at 2:15 in the first quarter here from Van Wert. Bryan leading this one 8-0. Wise back to pass. Throws it out into the flat. Complete to Cowan. Wrapped up, finally brought down. And that is Cody Schaefer, number 52 out there, folks. Tracking over from his linebacker position to make the tackle. Another Van Wert first down.
Down to the 47. Oh, 38, excuse me.
Looking to the side. Little dump out. Once again, moving around a couple of players. Brought down. Not a big gain. Carter Dominic on the stop that time. Aiden Wallace and Cody Schaefer again. Short gain, a gain of 3, 2nd down, 7 to go. We'll take that because as we looked, Bryan's defensive backs were all inside the hash marks. Took us a minute to adjust to the quickness of the play, so to get out there and stop that for a short gain was good. Slot right, trips to the left. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. There goes Wise. Breaks out of one tackle. Nice open field tackle. We talked about making the one-on-one stops, winning your battle against the blocker and making the stop. Anthony Weber did just that on that play and saved a touchdown.
He did a good job chasing him down. Pick up a 4 there.
Yep. Fought off his blocker, went down, wrapped around the waist. Perfect tackle, brought him down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Going to be right this way. Wise finds a seam, gets to the outside. 20, 10, pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Carlin pushes him out of bounds.
22 on that one.
Going to go up the middle this time. Breaks through one tackle. Powers his way forward inside the 5 to about the 2, or maybe the 1. Going to bring up 2nd and goal as we first quarter winds to an end. Ball at the 2-yard line. Wise again right up the middle, picks his way forward. Touchdown, Van Wert.
Well, he does it with his legs, and you saw it right there with the touchdown. And that drive, a 22-yard pickup, a 7-yard pickup, 2-yard pickup.
It was all Bristol Wise. And cracking on to try the extra point. His bright orange shoes, brightest in the stadium tonight. Snap, the hold, the kick. Splits the uprights and is good, and we've got a flag on the play. Carlin's going to get a roughing the kicker flag. That's probably going to go on the kickoff. That makes it 8-7. And I'm thinking we're going to get a roughing the kicker or a running into the kicker, whether it's going to be 5 or 15 on the kickoff.
I can't tell if it's roughing or running into.
Want to see. Points good.
Running
into the kicker.
So
it's going to be a 5-yard.
Yep.
So they'll kick off from the 45 instead of the 40 with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Heck of a first quarter here.
It has been.
Both teams have played really well. The Bryan defense, amazing first 2 series. But it's a nice thing when you have to make an adjustment. We're going to do is contain the quarterback, boys. That's it. Now, that's easy for us to say up here because Bristol Wise is an amazing athlete. But, you know, the nice thing is that it's something they can focus on. Get back to their contain like they were on the first couple of drives. Make him beat you with his arm. We'll see with the extra 5 yards if Van Wert's going to try something sneaky here. If it was 15, I would go definitely onside.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out here why he's standing there with the ball there.
There, he's going to mark it officially.
Yeah, but why would
he just didn't want? He didn't want to walk it all the way off.
Okay. I'm like, what is going on there?
These guys are getting older like us, buddy. It's like I don't want to take an extra 5 steps tonight. I'm going to get my 10,000 anyway. Going to move it to the right hash, which tells me there may be something happening.
Yeah, I agree. And they got why didn't they enforce the kickoff? Oh, it's coming at they're normally at the 40.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong side of the field, man.
It is. It is. Let's see what they plan here. Little muddle huddle. Bryan's going to spread it out, match up with Van Wert.
Let's see if they kick it up.
And he's just going to boot it deep.
Oh, man.
Going to bounce, roll around, picked up inside the 5, trying to get outside, gets to the 10, gets to the 12, and gets totally snowed under. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there as Weber had to go all the way across field to get it.
Yeah, he wasn't the closest one to the football.
So Bryan starts deep in their own territory for this drive. Ball on the 10, 11, 12-yard line. Get my lean out here to see exactly where we're at.
They have it marked at the 7. It is the 7.
Oh, it is a 7. I guess I better lean a little further. First down, 10 to go. Slot right, Wolf goes right. Reads off his block, cuts it back up inside. Now he gets out over the 10 to about the 11-yard. Nice gain of 4. See if we're going to take it to the end of the quarter.
Wolf already with 7 carries, 23 yards in the first quarter. He's not going to be the back that Sam was as far as chewing up yardage, but he's
going to be solid.
He's reliable.
He's a solid, reliable back. And we're going to take it to the end of the quarter. That brings us to the end of one here from Van Wert. Your Golden Bears 8, the Cougars 7. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back here to Van Wert. Some scores from around the area at the end of the first quarter. Liberty Center 21, Tenora nothing. Fairview 14, Wauseon nothing.
Wow.
Genoa area 14, Archbold nothing. Defiance 8, Napoleon nothing. Edgerton 14, Eden nothing. Antwerp Montpelier no score. Evergreen Elmwood no score. PH 14, Hicksville nothing. Paulding 9, Swanton nothing. Delta Oliver Ayersville 21 nothing. And back here, we start the second quarter with the Golden Bears leading this one 8-7 on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Bringing one in motion, hands off to Wolf up the middle, tries to push the pile, doesn't get much. Maybe no gain on the play. I'm going to say no gain on the play. Is going to bring up, well, they're going to give him a yard.
Gave him a yard.
Third down, 5 to go. Make it manageable.
You look at that guy at 400-plus pounds in the middle of that lineup. It's really hard to go.
It's really hard to go in that direction.
Got to go around him.
Dominic H-back to the right, slot to the right, single receiver out left. They fake it. Carlin in trouble and brought down. Did not take the bait of that time on the play action.
Loss of 8 on the play.
Going to have Jacob pulling from the shadow of his own end zone. That was Chase Young-Peter on the stop. Cowan instead have been back deep for the Cougars. Uran in the shadow of his goalpost. Pressure comes, kicks up high, not very deep, hoping for we get a nice wrong bounce this time.
He went the wrong way.
He got the bounce on the first one, second one he didn't. going to end up being about a 12-yard punt where it's going to be downed at the 16.
So short field now for Van Wert, just like Bryan had a short field.
The curse of punting. You hit one not well, and you get a good roll, and it looks amazing. You hit one not horribly, and it takes the wrong bounce on the turf, and you got nothing. First down, 10 to go, Cougars. Ball at the 17. Time for this Golden Bear defense to step up. Hillary in the backfield with Wise. He gets a handoff straight up the middle. He's going to move up to about the 16-yard line. Not very far to go.
They're going to give him a yard on that.
You know, I'm very curious. We had it last year, too, with Van Wert. Their quarterback moves before the snap every single play. If you watch his feet, he's already moving before the snap. Looking to the sideline to get the play. Shadow's getting a little bit long here. 10 minutes to go in the first half. 8-7, Bryan leading on your main stop scoreboard. Wise rolling this way, turns his shoulders, looks to the corner of the end zone. Nice catch that time. Trying to catch up on that play was Carlin. Couldn't get his hand in there. Pass is complete to Keaton Welsh for a Van Wert touchdown.
15 on the play, and you're right. Carlin was in good position, just couldn't get there.
And it's one of the things that for folks watching at home, how difficult that play is for a quarterback. You're running against your strong arm. You got to turn, you got to square your shoulders, and you got to get it out there. He was able to do it and fired a strike over top of Carlin into Welsh's hands. Touchdown, Van Wert. McCracken on for the extra point. Snap, the hold, the kick. Is up, and it's good. So a 9:53 to go here in the first half. It's 14-8 Van Wert over your Golden Bears. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with the kickoff.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. One of the things, if you watch this Van Wert team warming up, one of the things they work on in practice before the game are receivers crossing. Now, receivers crossing is a tough pattern. It's a very difficult pattern for your defense because you're having to fight your way through traffic, and they work that play to perfection. In the NFL, they call it a pick play. Nothing intentional. Receivers are crossing. They've got a right to cross. As a defender, you've got to figure out your way around it unless they intentionally try to block you. You've got to learn to fight your way around it. That time, Carlin was just a split second late getting back.
He was right there, and he stretched his arms out and just
missed it.
Just missed it.
You know, you got a 100-yard field, and people laugh when they say football's a game of inches. That was a game of half inches.
Yep.
Kickoff, boom. Weber's going to take it at his goal line. Out over the 5, over the 10, looking for a crease, wrapped up, brought down. Didn't get it back to the 20.
I know it's a live ball, but boy, that was trending to the end zone, wasn't it?
It was. Golden Bears will take over first down, 10 to go. Ball's officially going to be spotted at the 18-yard line.
Bears have not had great field position at their own 25. They had the Van Wert 36, their own 28, their own 7, and their own 18.
Need to get out of the shadow of our goalpost on this one. Couple first downs are big for this Golden Bear team. Don't want to let these Cougars start to smell blood in the water. Slot to the right. Damian Wolf's going to go to the left. He's got a crease. He's got a seam out over the 25 near first down yardage. Going to mark him short. Going to give him a gain of about 8.5 on that play. Another nice carry. Second down, 1 to go for the Golden Bears.
That was the longest carry of the night for Damian Wolf, and it was a nice job heading out to the left side.
Slot right, single back to the left, tight end to the left. And this time Cade's going to take off over the outside. He's got a crease. He's got a seam. Wrapped up, brought down at the 40. Nice play that time to bring him down by Briggs Wallace. If Briggs Wallace misses that tackle,
Cade Carlin's in the
we're
end zone.
talking touchdown.
Yep. The second first down for the Golden Bears, both via the run tonight.
Strong right, slot left. Damian Wolf to the left. Carlin barking out the signals in the pocket. Looks, pressure comes, steps up, and gets wrapped up by a 485-pound man.
Kate Carlin isn't winning that.
Yeah,
battle ever.
I don't think you're winning that battle. That is a monster-sized hand coming down and grabbing him by the shirt. You know, I got to be honest. You get hit by a guy that size, I'm just glad I'm getting up. No gain on the play. Wolf coming this way. Steps over a tackle, breaks another tackle, leans out over the 44 to the 45. And again, doing what this Golden Bear team's been doing tonight is giving third and manageable.
Yep, third and manageable. That's all you can ask for is third and manageable.
It is.
Give yourself a chance. They're not going backwards too often. You know, one sack on Carlin, you know, with an 8-yard loss, but just keep it in front of you.
Carlin going to give a little bit of reverse. Here he comes this way. It's Weber looking for a first down. Going to be really close to the first down. Going to mark him a little bit short, I think. The chains are moving, but they're not giving it to him. Going to be 4th down and 1.
4 and 3/4 of a yard.
Yeah. 4th and a bit.
Well, now they got the nose of the football at exactly
at the 49. Got to go right to the 50.
Boy, I thought he hit the 50.
I did too. Maybe on the bounce. Decision time here.
I think you try to hard count here and see if they jump.
And they're going to take the timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. Here from Van Wert. Van Wert 14, your Golden Bears 8 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back. Decision time here for Coach Staten. First big decision from his short tenure here at Bryan. 4th down, a little less than a yard to go. Ball is just at the 49-yard line. Need to get to the 50 for a first down.
I don't know. It'd be interesting. We're up here at the coach's bag. It'd be interesting to hear like the rationale, what the thought process goes into here. But I'm looking at Damian Wolf all night, being able to get 1 or 2 yards, and I think I'm just taking him right up the middle. Try to contain Big Javon Smith. Try to contain him, double team him, and see if Wolf can get a yard. And there he goes, and he's got the yard. Pick up
we're not moving much on the left side of our line with a 485-pounder, but we're getting nice blocks, moving the pile on the right side, and that's exactly what Wolf did. Just followed his blockers. He had 2 yards before anybody touched him, gets 3 on the play.
Great camera work there on the Welling Construction replay. You saw it right up and close and personal.
H back to the left, slot to the right. Here comes Weber in motion. They're going to give it to him on a sweep. Around the outside, turns it upfield, and they're going to have a couple of flags come in.
Weber had the first down, but it's coming back.
I think it's going to come back. Got a hold back in the back by the ref. Not sure what the call coming in from behind was.
Be nice if it was offsetting.
Holding against the Golden Bears. And that's going to back them up.
So So in reality, where the hold was, it's going to be more than
No,
10
no,
yards.
no, not in football this year. They're backing it up now because
Okay.
it goes from the line
That's
of scrimmage.
what I thought. I was going to say.
It used to be that it went from the point of the foul. Now it goes from the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Golden Bears.
Third penalty for the Golden Bears tonight. 20 yards of penalty yardage here.
6:42 on your main stop in Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Van Wert 14, Bryan 8. We haven't seen Cade air it out much. Maybe a situation here where a couple plays down the road, you got to open it up a little bit.
He's had
He's
one
going to
for
roll
17.
this side. Tried a little shovel pass, almost picked off, and if it would have been, it'd have been bad. We'll take the incompletion on that one all day long.
Carlin is 3 for 6 for 23 yards tonight. And he has that one 17-yard pass.
And, this is one of those tough things. You're trying to run a bubble screen, but you're trying to run a bubble screen against a team who runs a ton of bubble screens. So I'm pretty sure that when Van Wert sees a receiver take a yard and turn, they know what's coming. Slot right, H-back to the left. Wolf dot in the I. Going to hand it to him. He's going to go left. Gets outside the numbers. Inside the 50. Pushes it forward up to about the 42. And again, Damian Wolf does what Damian Wolf does and makes it third and manageable.
Yeah, he did. And, a good pickup there. He got the yardage back that you lost on the penalty, plus some. Pick up a 13 there. Actually, pick up a
16 on the play. Brings up 3rd down 4. Clock inside 6 minutes in the first half. Van Wert's got all 3 timeouts. Bryan's got 2.
And Van Wert will get the ball to start the second half. It's a fast first half. Lots of running.
Lots of running.
That'll do it.
Both teams said they wanted to run the ball, and that's what we're doing. Trips to the right, one back to the left. Carlin looks, stops, pops, caught. Carter Dominic, first down.
First down by the pass tonight.
That was a well-designed play.
Yep.
Carter drove his man downfield, stopped, turned around, look at the Welling construction replay. A dart by Cade Carlin. That looked like a center fielder throwing one to a cutoff man. I think they made that throw a few times this year.
I think you're right.
First down, Golden Bears at the 35. Wolf over the left-hand side, picking his way forward, driving his way forward inside the 30 to about the 27. Nice, powerful run by Damian Wolf.
Pickup of 7 on there, and Wolf just continued to chug. What'd you say? You wanted a guy that can do 65, a couple of guys can do 65? He's got 63 right now.
In the first half. I mean, he's running really, really well tonight against a really stout Van Wert defense. Carlin shovels him around. He's going to roll to his right, pass to the right. Wolf's caught it, stiff arms, gets down to about the 20 where he's going to be wrapped up. Another Golden Bear first down.
First catch for Wolf.
And if you look at this replay, you're going to see Damian Wolf put a stiff arm out. That looked very familiar. If that was number 6 and not number 44, I wouldn't have doubted it a bit. I think he learned that one in practice last year.
Yeah, I think
that was a Sam Herold
right.
stiff arm right there. Ball's on the ground. Carlin picks it up, throws, has a man. Way to make a broken play into a positive play. Something that turned out really bad on a muffed snap. Scoops it up, turns, throws. Gets 2 on the play. What could have been a 7-yard loss turns out into a 2-yard gain. Clock is stopped. 4:29. 13 on the play clock. Tight end to the right. Twins to the right. Carlin's going to pull it down himself. Into the middle. Get a couple. Takes the read option. The end collapsed on him. 3rd down, 7 to go. Ball on the 17. Trips to the right. Wolf the lone back with Carlin. Carlin's going to roll to the right. Looks downfield, squares his shoulders, throws. Incomplete. Just a little bit short. Hudson Wheeler down there.
He had a guy in pursuit right on his back, too. Good to get that off.
Hudson Wheeler just couldn't quite stop and come back quick enough for that one. 4th down, 7 to go for the Golden Bears. 3:56 remaining here in the first half.
Clock stopped on the incomplete.
You get slots both ways. Wolf in the backfield for protection. Now we're going to bring motion, and we're going to take a timeout. Brian's going to take a timeout to talk this one over. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Couple of updates as we come out of this timeout. Liberty Center all over Tenora, 28-0. An update from the Napoleon Defiance game. Defiance now 15, Napoleon 7. At here, it's 14-8 Van Wert, 3:56 to go in the first half. 4th down, 7 to go. Golden Bears at the 17-yard line. Slot both ways. Wolf in the backfield, Carlin behind center. Brings Weber in motion, looks to this side, gets it to Weber, tries to spin, trying to do a double pass, I believe. Think they were trying for a double pass, didn't work, a loss of 8 on the play, and that's going to be a first down. It was a well-read play by that Van Wert defense. Trying to throw a wrinkle. Weber just didn't have time to look downfield. Now all the pressure's on the Golden Bear defense. You do not want to let Van Wert score and then get the ball to start the second half. Need to get him out here. Hold this one at 14-8. 3 guys in the backfield. Wise throws a bubble screen out that way. He's got a blocker. Downfield, Carlin wraps him up, brings him down, but out over the 40 to the 43. First down, Van Wert. Reichert on the catch. A nice little swing. Van Wert doing what Van Wert does, getting the ball out there in space with blockers in front. Wise back to pass, another little short one. This one dropped. Pass was attempted to Keaton Welsh. Looked upfield before he caught it. 2nd down, 10 to go. 3:30 to go in the first half. Empty backfield, which we've seen most of the night from these Cougars. You got five defensive backs, 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Wise is going to pull it down, cut it up the middle, get outside, breaks one tackle, breaks another down the sideline, another nice tackle by Carlin, but deep in Bryan territory, down to about the 30.
Pick up of 27, and he can just slip out that way, and
he's so elusive.
I was just going to say that's the word, elusive.
He's so elusive. You go for his hips, and his hips aren't there. Going to roll this way, squares his shoulders, throws, caught, brought down immediately. Pass complete again to Reichert.
Real close to a first down.
Not enough for a first down. Clock keeps rolling. Going to go inside 3 minutes. Ball inside the 25 at the 23. 2nd down, 1. Going to be Hillary up the middle. Wrapped up, brought down, but enough for a Van Wert first down.
I don't know if that was Connor Hogan or Cody Schaefer that kind of held onto his leg to keep him through.
Trips right. 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Wise. 3 down linemen for the Golden Bears. Hillary in motion. They fake it to him. They get up the middle. Nice pursuit again. Going to be another tackle by Carlin. One of the things Van Wert does so well, and it's one of the things that Jace did so well last year, he and Sam could hold the ball for so long that you get your blocker up to the second level. And we had blockers all the way up to our linebackers by the time Wise pulled the ball that time. 2nd down, 5 to go, ball on the 12, 2:19 to go. Pass out in the flat, caught this time by Welsh, brought down immediately, gain of about 1, takes him to the 10-yard line. Another tackle for Cade Carlin.
Boy, he's doing it all, isn't he?
He is. Inside 2 minutes, clock rolling, 3rd down. 3 to go, ball on the 10-yard line. 1 back in the backfield. Slot to the left. H-back to the right. Change in the play. Wise gets it, going to run this way, turns it upfield, picks through 1 or 2 tackles, going to be enough for a first down, going to be 1st and goal, Van Wert. And again, just so elusive.
Yep. I mean, as a quarterback, he's got 75 yards already.
Going to give it to Hillary up the middle this time. Wrapped up, brought down, going to be inside the 2 or right at the 2, I believe. Clock rolling inside a minute and a half. Hillary again, wrapped up, brought down.
Let's see if they gave him like a yard.
Just a smidge. Going to be 3rd down, goal to go. Ball at the 2, inside a minute.
Need a turnover right here.
It's going to be Wise powering it over the left-hand side for a touchdown. Tough one to give up for the Golden Bears. That makes it 20-8.
2nd touchdown, rushing touchdown of the night for Wise.
And that's going to bring in McCracken. Mr. Automatic. Snap, the hold. And it's good. So with 48 seconds to go here in the first half, we'll keep it right here. 21-8, Van Wert. Big drive. Big drive that time. One that is tough for us to give up.
It is. And, I mean, it was a long time consuming drive. It has 8 plays. It went over 75 yards.
In
took
just
off
under 3 minutes.
Yeah, it took out 3:03 was when it took off. So, it's challenging there.
And so much of it was Wise.
Yeah. He's a game changer.
He is. He is. And, we talked about it coming in. 7 straight years, all Ohio quarterbacks from Van Wert.
Yep.
And he takes the best athlete and makes him his quarterback and teaches him to throw.
Mm-hmm.
And, that has been their recipe here year after year after year, and they just keep repeating the same thing. And it puts such pressure on the defense.
And, when you've got a quarterback that they ran 20 plays, he's ran it 12 times, threw it 8 times. I mean, I guess they're in 28 plays, but and he does it with his feet. He's got runs of 22 and 25, but he's got 2 touchdowns of 2.
Yeah. It's just, he's just a tough one to contain, and you have to be so disciplined on defense, not only breaking down, keeping your zone, doing all that stuff, but you've also, when you go to make a tackle, you go to tackle and he's not there.
Yeah.
His hips take off, and he makes a cut, and you're swiping it air. High end over end kick, short. Going to be taken around the 10-yard line by Weber. Weber up over the 20, has a little bit of a seam, wrapped up, brought down near the 30. 41 seconds to go here. Bryan down 21-8.
With Van Wert getting the ball, you might incline to try to take a shot here, but if you make a mistake,
you make a mistake and you got a big hill to climb.
You do.
And this is a tough one when you're looking at a quarterback who's played, less than one half of varsity football. Going to give it to Wolf. He's going to take off over the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of a crease, cuts it upfield out over the 35 to the 36. We're going to mark him down at the Man, the official on this side marked him down to the 35. I'm like, dude.
The ball ended up on the 37. I just don't.
I don't get it. But that's okay. That's okay. We can take this one to the locker room now. And I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe give one more shot, see what happens. They're not playing anybody really deep. Carlin's going to pull it down, try to go this way, and he's going to run into a whole swarm of Cougars. He ran right into the Cougars' den, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. First half here from Egger Stadium. Van Wert 21, Bryan 8. The band's here. It's a good night for the band. We're going to send one away for a quick break, and we'll come right back with the Bryan High School Marching Bears.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask you?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, we've got the Bryan High School Marching Band here for you at halftime. The score, 21-8 on the main stop scoreboard.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Doobie Brothers formed in 1970, and over the 50-year career they had, they released 14 studio albums and 6 top 10 appearances on the Billboard Top 200 album chart. Additionally, the band has 16 Billboard Hot 100 Top 40 hits, including Listen to the Music, Long Train Running, China Grove, Black Water, which hit number 1 in 1974, Take It to the Streets, and What a Fool Believes. The Bryan Marching Band will perform 2 of those top 40 hits for you tonight, starting with our show opener, which hit number 15 on the charts. Here is China Grove. 7 weeks in 2001. They have smashed song for their song for their song. Their version was Baby Shrek. So here, Bryan Golden Bears, so high, a believer.
halftime here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. 21-8. Van Wert leads Bryan. Going to be back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here to Edgar Stadium. 21-8, Van Wert leading Bryan.
What a good camera shot looking down the main street
It
there.
It is. You know, there's all sorts of things about this place that, you know, it's a wonderful old facility that they're really upgrading, but they're pouring a lot of money in here, and they're going to spend more money on this than building a brand new stadium.
Yep.
But, man, there is something about that view and seeing the steeples and the courthouse. There's just something about this place that's really special.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, Van Wert, a quality team. They've got turf down now. They've got a new press box that they're working the bugs out of, or waiting for some. Waiting to see the rest of it to get completed. And it's a good situation here.
And, you know, and it's going to be really nice once they get the windows in here, and they're going to get an elevator put in too to get people up to handicap seating just below the press box. They're doing a really nice job here. You know, doing something that's, and it's hard when you're working with something that's old and historic. It's really hard to do it and still keep the ambiance, and I think they're doing a pretty good job with that.
Absolutely. So halftime though.
Halftime. Let's take a look at our stats for the first half.
So when you're looking at Bryan, Bryan had 21 rushing attempts for 81 yards, averaging 3.9 yards a rush. Van Wert had 20 attempts, 90 yards, 4.5 average. Bryan was 6 of 10 for 25 yards. That's a 60% completion. We did not have 4 interceptions.
No,
That's
4
a mistake.
incompletions. Yep.
4 incompletions. That's a mistake. And then Van Wert had 6 of 8 passing for 71 yards. They averaged 11.8 yards a pass. First downs, Bryan had 4, 2 by the rush, 2 by the pass. Van Wert had 6, 3 by the rush, 3 by the pass. Total yards, 106 for Bryan, 161 for Van Wert. Bryan had 31 total offensive plays and held the ball for 13 minutes and 56 seconds, so they won the time of possession battle. Van Wert, 23 offensive plays, 10 minutes and 4 seconds. Bryan was penalized 3 times for 20 yards, and Van Wert was penalized 1 time for 5 yards. And I don't know where the other stats are coming there because we don't have any turnovers.
Yeah, we're right. No turnovers there. Well, one of the things that you look at this first half, very evenly played first half. That last drive was just tough for the Golden Bears. You know, that's one where 3 minutes, 80 yards away, you just got to do what you can to keep them out of the end zone. And it's tough because Wise is just such a good athlete, and most of that last drive was him. 2 big runs. It was him. One of the things I wonder in the second half is you look at our passing attempts, and they've all been really short.
Yep.
I wonder if there's going to be an opportunity down there to air one out for Carlin to try to pull this defense back a little bit and make them be honest with our receivers. That to me would be one of those things that would be very helpful for the Golden Bears to do, because right now you've got 8 guys in the box, and Damien's doing an amazing job, but he's running against 8 guys in the box.
Yep, Damien has attempted 14 times for 69 yards. He's got a long of 16. Cade Carlin, 6 attempts, 8 yards. His long is 13, obviously negated with the sack. But when you look at the passing, you mentioned the short passes. 3 catches for Weber for -7.
And one was a -7, so
right.
He's got 2 other catches for no yards.
And Carter Dominic has 3 catches for 27. His long was 17. Damian Wolf, 1 catch for 8. And so, again, you talk about the short passes, but when you go on the other side, when you look at things, Briston Wise is a running quarterback. He was the running back last year. He has 12 rushing attempts for 77 yards, averaging 6.4. He's got 2 touchdowns, as long as 25. And what's interesting about it is, those 2 touchdowns are only 4 yards of the 25.
4 of the 20 of the total, yeah. But both of them have been really short, and it's one of the things that for this Golden Bear team, You want to come out and do like you did in the first quarter. You need a 3 and out here. You need to keep them on their own side of the field. The last thing we want is to be down 28-8 and trying to make a comeback. Now, you know that Golden Bear team last year, we made some amazing comebacks during the year. But your first game with only 5 seniors, and like we talked about in the beginning, out of your 5 seniors, really only 3 of them have Friday Night Light experience because Wheeler did not play it down last year with his injuries. And Oberlin's your kicker, and unless you're going to move him out to safety, you've got to do something. We don't have a lot of experience out there. And so being able to come in, shut them down early, get the ball back, you get a score on the board, you go for 2, you got yourselves a ball game. Yep. The difference between a 21-16 game and a 28-8 game is night and day, especially with this Van Wert offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Van Wert will get the ball, but you got to come out and do what you did the first 2 drives. So after the first 2 punts, Van Wert scored 3 times.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and their first 2 drives were both 3 and out.
Yep.
And one with a really bad punt in there. So if we could come out and do that again, that would be really a wonderful thing. And before we take off for our next halftime break, and then we'll come back for second half action, let's once again thank our sponsors for this season: the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Danielle Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Center. So a huge thank you to you all for getting everything out there for us. Welding Construction, Main Stops of Northwest Ohio, the Carlin Company, Tri-State Vision. We've got a bunch of them out there, so thank you all for letting us bring this game to you all.
And if you want to become a sponsor, we're still taking them. We really are.
We really are. You can get a hold of Chris at the school, and we'll make sure that happens. So
see Malanga at bryanschools.net or 419-633-6235. Be glad to talk to you.
Exactly, and we'll take all the sponsors we can get, because one of the things we're running into is some of the places that we come now are charging us money to bring you the game.
Yeah.
And that was not something that we had figured into our budget in the beginning of the year. So if you're out there, you've got a business you'd like to sponsor, we'll be glad to publish you all over the place.
And one last thing, just first time ever using Bryan Middle School student to do a game. We've had a couple high school students in the past. First time using a Bryan Middle School student, so very excited for that.
Yep, thank you, Gabby, for your really good work tonight so far. Runs in the family.
Yep, it does.
It does. So we'll send that away for our last break, and then we'll come back with second half action here from Van Wert, where your score, the Cougars 21, your Golden Bears 8.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Halftime. Welcome back to Edgar Stadium. Let's take a look for scores at halftime from around the area. Liberty Center 35 to Nora nothing. Going to be a running clock in the second half for the Tigers. Fairview, opponent coming up in a couple weeks, taking care of business against an NWAL foe, 22-6 over Wauseon.
Interestingly enough, Fairview is picked to be pretty high in the GMC, and Wauseon is lost a lot of talent from last year.
And their rosters like us. They don't have a real deep roster this year. Edgerton 20, Eden 7, Defiance 22, Napoleon 14, Genoa 14, Archibald nothing, Paulding 15, Swanton nothing, Evergreen 14, Elmwood nothing, Antwerp over the Locomotives 13 nothing, PH 41, Hicksville 6. That's going to be a running clock. Delta 35, Ayersville nothing. That one's going to be a running clock as well. The last update I got was Ridgedale 7 and Hilltop nothing, and Springfield leading next week's opponent, Maumee 6-0, and that scores also at the half. Both teams out on the field getting their last-minute warm-ups in, a little bit of time to have some conversation in the locker room from coaches. And this is, to me, is the fun time. See what we're going to do, make any little adjustments. What do the coaches see up here that they can make those corrections down in the locker room? You know, it's a little bit different than it was back in the day. With all the communication now, you can be communicating down to your coaches on the sideline. But still, there's things you see in the press box. And, you know, Coach and I talked about it during the pregame show. You know, the coaches show is to be able to look down, and there's a little bit of different perspective when you're looking at that bird's eye view down and the things you can take down to the sideline with you.
Absolutely. And, you know, you can see what guys in position. You can see when guys are out of position. You know, a lot of different things there.
Little extra conversation at halftime between the two captains. Carter Dominic out there for the Golden Bears. And out there for Van Wert is Nate Gearhart. Haven't called his name a lot tonight.
No, we haven't.
And we called it a few times last year. I don't want to call his name anymore tonight.
That's
Nate,
right.
thanks for going out to the midfield. You can be done for the evening, buddy. Appreciate that.
And great job by the Bryan High School Marching Band. And the
It was a really good show.
Yep, as well. So Mr. Luthi doing a good job with that band.
Wonderful thing. And, you know, it's good to see them out this time of year in their polos and their shorts. And here in a couple of weeks, when the fall weather starts to hit, we'll see them out in their traditional uniforms. And that's a good thing.
Krista, can we put up the next games for Bryan here? Just give you a little look ahead to the schedule here. You know, our next 5 for Van Wert at Bath, at Salina, versus Defiance at Wapak, and versus St. Mary's. But when you look at the Golden Bears, their next 5, we've got some stuff going on. The home opener against Maumee. Fairview's going to be senior night already. That's week 2, or the next week. At Delta, Patrick Henry's homecoming, so already homecoming festivities getting underway, and then Liberty Center. So that's the next 5 for the Golden Bears after tonight.
You know, can we do some work? I don't know. Can we slip some money to the NWAL schedulers and get us away from the PH Liberty Center doubleheader?
Yep. And, you know, it wouldn't even be a bad thing if we weren't doing it both in the same year. If we're away at one and home at the other even.
Yeah, because, you know, home against both of them is okay, but that's a really tough double dip when we're on the road.
Absolutely. It absolutely is. So Van Wert's going to get the football, Mr. Brobston.
It is. Van Wert's going to get it to start this one. And, again, we need to close the door on them. We need to close the door on them now. And if we can get the ball and that nice sustain, eat up some clock, get down the field, put it in the end zone, and make this a one-score game, and that changes the entire dynamic for the fourth quarter.
Main stop scoreboard shows 21-8. Main stops over when you need them. You're always near a main stop with Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. The main stops of Northwest Ohio.
And again, huge thank you out to our radio simulcast guys. No one covers Williams County sports like 100.9 B-Rock. Follow the Golden Bears all season long on Q96.5. Listen on air, online at WBNO, WQCT.com. And catch me every Friday morning just talking away about anything with Jim Thunderbird.
Yeah. Hopefully a little bit about the game,
10
too.
o'clock on Friday, we talk a little bit about the game. But you put Jim and I together, we talk about a little bit of everything. Here we go. Jacob Uran lines it up, steps it off, looks right and left, boots it away. End over end kick, a little bit short, going to be taken by the up man at about the 13-yard line, out over the 20, 25, out to the 30, brought down by a host of Golden Bears. Going to be Finley Dickinson.
Schaefer was the initial tackle. They're going to say, again, we rounded down. Makes it easy for everybody when it's a round number.
Yep. Going to start it on the 30-yard line, first down, 10 to go. Trips to the left, one receiver to the short side. Hillary in the backfield with Wise. 3-man front for the Golden Bears. Going to be up the middle and nowhere to go. Hillary has not gone anywhere all night tonight.
Yeah, he's got 8 attempts, only 13 yards.
And it's starting like the first half, Connor Hogan. Nowhere to go, no gain, didn't move it at all. 1 to the boundary, now bringing a second receiver over to the boundary side, 2 to the field side. Hillary in the backfield with Wise, getting the play from the sideline, ball in the 30. Second down, 10 to go, near hash mark. 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers for the Golden Bears. Here comes the motion across the formation, and here goes Wise rolling out, trying to turn to go upfield. Dumps it off, first down yardage. Nice tackle again. Carlin again with another nice tackle, but the pass complete to Micah Cowan. He's had a really good ball game tonight.
He has. 14-yard pickup on the play. And, Cowan, big pickups. All 3 of his catches are double digits. He's averaging 13.7 a catch.
First down, 10 to go. Here it comes, going to be Wise up the middle, keeps it, pulls it away, gets a seam inside the 50, inside the 40, track meet down the sideline, running through a tackle, held on to, drugged down by Cade Carlin inside the 20. Going to mark him right at the 20. Again, I think they're rounding down.
36-yard pickup. Wow.
So that's a 23, a 27, and a 36 for Wise on the night. First down, 10 to go, ball on the 20. Empty backfield. Slot left, trips right. Short pass, out in the flat, caught by Welsh and doesn't go very far. Gets about 2 on the play. Going to bring up second down. Going to give him 3. 2nd and 7, ball on the 17. Wolf and Carlin again on the tackle. I don't know how many tackles Cade Carlin's got tonight, but he's got a bunch of them.
He does.
1 back in the backfield, twins to each side. It's going to be Wise up the middle again. Picks through a hole. Going to be down to about the 10. I think they're going to give him enough for a first down. Going to be really close. Marking him right at the 10-yard line, at the line to gain. Jacob Uran on the tackle. Going to be first down, goal to go. The ball right on the 10-yard line. Wise, little option, shovels it inside. Big hit that time by Damian Wolf. Reichert caught it and was met immediately by Damian Wolf. Unfortunately, he held on to the ball.
He picked up 2 on that.
They given him 2.
Wow.
Second down and 8. Second down and goal from the 8. You're going over motion. Wise is going to roll. Going to try to turn his upfield. Ball picked off. Anthony Weber pick off in the end zone. Big play right there. First turnover of the night. That was a much needed play by Weber. One-handed. What a play by Anthony Weber to turn that one over. Let's take a look on the Welling Construction replay.
Can we roll that back again, Krista?
That was a heck of a play right there. Weber undercuts it, didn't quite get enough on the replay, but it was a one-handed grab, pulls it in. First down, Golden Bears thwarted that opening drive, which is what we needed to do. And here come the Golden Bears the other way. First down, 10 to go, ball on the 20-yard line. Going to be Wolf going over the right side. Gets outside the numbers, turns it upfield, has 5, has 10, has at the 40, at the 50, at the 40, being chased down from behind, at the 30, drugged down at about the 20-yard line. Big gain. A 60-yarder. Been running that play all night, and I've been waiting for him to hit that seam on the numbers, and that time he did.
61, right?
61. Ball's in the 19. That was a 61-yard pickup for Damian Wolf to start this second half. First down, 10 to go. Golden Bears on the 19. That's a way to flip the field. Carlin cuts it up the middle. He's inside the 15 to about the 14. That play looked a little familiar. I think we saw that a few times last year, except when 9 and 44 was 2 and 6.
Yep.
Second down, 6 to go, ball on the 15. Clock running at 8:40 here in the third quarter. Van Wert 21, Bryan 8 on your main stop of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Slot left, H back to the right. It's going to be Wolf picking his way over the right-hand side. Inside. Going to mark him right at the 10.
Pick up a 5 on the
Just
play.
a nice look at him just patiently pick his way forward. Third down, 1 to go, ball at the 10-yard line. Bryan getting the play in. You got a slot to the field side, 1 receiver to the boundary, tight end. And it's going to be Wolf picking his way, cuts back this time, cuts it into the heart of the lineup. I'm going to say inside the 10. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for a first down, though. They're going to say 4th and 1. 4th and less than 1.
So they're going to say basically no gain.
They're giving him about a half yard because he was right at the 10. They're moving him inside the 10. So he's got about the length of a football to go for a first down here in 4th down. Slot left. Wolf fumbled the ball. Van Wert recovers. Missed the handoff that time. Ball comes out, recovered by Van Wert. The way Van Wert crashed, I'm not sure we'd have gotten there anyway.
Yep.
So first turnover each way to start the second half.
That was a shame. That was such a good drive. They go 66 yards, 5 plays, and turn it over.
Ball at the 14. 7:14 to go here in the third quarter. Van Wert takes over deep in their own territory. You got Twins to the boundary. It's going to be Wise. Wise is taken off over the middle, gets over the right-hand side, and he's got room to scamper 20, 30, outside the 30 to the 35 before he's pushed out of bounds. He's just so daggone quick.
Yes, he is. And again, we're calling Cade Carlin's name again. 21 for him.
Going to roll to this side, looking to pass. Throws it downfield, underthrown, another interception. And I believe that is Cade Carlin. That was a really well-read play. Carlin undercut the throw perfectly.
Last two passes have been interceptions. That's going to be down at the 43-yard line.
And Keaton Welsh limping off the field. Looked almost like a cramp. I don't think it was a big injury, but another big turnover by the Golden Bear defense. One thing I will say from watching the first 2.5 quarters of this game, opponents that are looking at the Golden Bears thinking this defense is like last year's defense are going to be sorely surprised.
Yep.
This defense comes to play every play. You got Twins to the field side. You're going to give it to Wolf up the middle. Not anywhere to go on that one. He is met head on by number 51, Chase Youngpeter. Second down, 10 to go, no gain on the play. Trips to the field side. One receiver by himself to the boundary. That's Wheeler to the boundary side. Carlin, blitz comes, not picked up. Big sack.
Yeah, that's really only the second time he's been sacked like that, but nobody came in.
Yep, nobody picked up Eggleston coming off the edge. Halfway through this third quarter. Score still 21-8 Van Wert. Bryan's got Twins each way. Got a pass, got a receiver, downfield, overthrown.
I felt like he was getting held on the way
Yeah,
down
looked
there.
at me too. Looked at me too. Held the ball just a smidge too long on that one.
Probably.
You know, it's one of those things that you look at as a young quarterback that, you know, you look underneath and you got Weber cutting underneath. You go for the home run because the guy's got a step. But that extra 15 yards means you've got to put it perfect. You're in on the punt again. One really good punt and one rough punt tonight. This one's a good one. Doesn't turn it over, but it gets a fair catch caught at the 27-yard line where Van Wert will take over 1st down and 10. Got to make something happen tonight. We're doing such a wonderful job defensively right now. We've turned them over twice.
Yep.
Haven't been able to make anything happen out of it.
You know, you get the turnover and then you go 3 and out with a sack. Just can't do that.
Empty backfield for Wise. Motion coming towards us. Fakes the jet sweep, pulls it up the middle. Well read this time by the Golden Bears.
He's got about a yard, but again, right. Well read is exactly the right word right there.
Great
Did
play.
not go outside.
That was Hunter Watson, a freshman, coming up from safety to make that stop. You know, this is what we talk about this building a program. We're getting these young kids out there and getting them reps. Here comes Hillary this way. Again, Carlin starts the hit. Hogan finishes the hit. And again, very, very small gain on the play for Hillary. Bryan's got a guy down on the field.
Oh, that's Damian Wolf, and
Damian
that's
Wolf.
dangerous.
While Damian's being looked at on the field, we'll send it away for a word from our sponsors here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family owned and family focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Welcome back. Damian Wolf still down in the center of the field. Trainers and coaches out taking a look at him. Waiting to see what's going on with him. We'll take a look again at scores from around the area as we are waiting for an update on Wolf. Liberty Center 35, Tenora nothing. Fairview 22, Wauseon 6. Edgerton 20, Eden 7, Genoa 14, Archibald nothing. Defiance Napoleon 22-14, Antwerp over Montpelier 21-0, PH 41, Hicksville 6, Paulding 15, Swanton nothing, Evergreen 21, Elmwood nothing, Delta 35, Ayersville nothing.
Wolf is now on his feet.
That's a good sign.
And a limping.
That's a limp, but that's still a good sign that he's up on his feet.
Because who is the second? You know what I mean? Who's the 2 deep?
Who is the 2 deep? You know, last year it may have been Cody Schaefer,
right.
But Cody Schaefer's wearing 52 now. You know, part of the conversation in the beginning of the season was Lucas Reed, the freshman, but he's now starting at guard.
And Cody Schaefer was injured earlier in the season, broke a collarbone, came back in 4 weeks. I've broken collarbones in 4 weeks.
Not come back like that.
Yeah.
You know, and so now Lucas Reed's out there playing linebacker too. Pass out in the flat, complete, one move, and brought down. Gearhart with the catch. We told him we didn't want to hear his name all night, but, you know, does he listen to us?
Nope.
First down, Van Wert.
And, you know,
Bryan,
that's the first time his name's been called.
Yeah, Bryan back to their four-look down, pass out in the flat. This one's completed to Cowan. Breaks one tackle, breaks another one, escapes down the sideline. 40, 30, 20, knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. That is the thing with these receivers out in space that are so dangerous. He steps out of one tackle, and there he goes. He's gone. One block, one tackle, and he is gone. Good hustle by Jacob Uran to track him down, way downfield from his linebacker position. 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Wise throws, overthrows, had a man wide open, missed him. I think he may have thought his receiver was supposed to continue, and his receiver broke off the pattern. But he found a spot in the zone, and
Welling Construction Replay. Welling Construction, third generation family-owned general contractor, specialize and proud ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. 419-636-3712.
here we go. Wise pulls it down, goes over the right-hand side, has a block inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown Van Wert. It just takes him one step.
Yep.
Got one good block, two good blocks, and off he went. Brings on McCracken to try the extra point. You got Wise holding, McCracken kicking, 3 for 3 on the night. Saying no good, missed it. Mr. Automatic missed one. 27 to 8, 4:12 to go here in the third quarter on the Golden Bear Sports Network. So here comes the big question now for the Golden Bears. Who takes that running back spot, and what are they going to do? Damian Wolf, well over 100 yards tonight, had 134 yards on 18 carries, is that?
Yep.
An average of 7.4 yards per carry.
Yeah, that 61-yarder to open
that really
up
helped. That really helped the stats. But it was his consistency. It was that 3, 4, 5 yards. Now, the good news for the Golden Bears is that going over that right-hand side, the offensive line is moving the Van Wert defensive line. We are not moving Javon Smith. I'm not sure that everybody in this room could move Javon Smith at 6'2", 485. But if we're going over the right-hand side, we seem to be getting a little bit of push. And so if we get that little bit of push, that's 2 or 3 yards before the first contact. We can still make things happen there, but the clock is turning against us now as we're down to 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And that drive for Van Wert was 6 plays, 74 yards, a minute 28.
McCracken's got them lined up in that little sugar huddle. Let's see if they spin out of it, or they're going to spin out of it. Booming kick. Comes down at the 7. That's going to be Weber. Gets out over the 20 to the 25, where it's going to be first down Golden Bears. Big thing now is looking to see who's coming into the backfield. Carlin back there. Looks like they're going to go empty.
They got Carter Dominic maybe going to play H-back. Oh, maybe they lined him up at tight end. There is somebody back there.
There's somebody back there. Is that a 22?
24?
22 is Easton Carr.
Go route.
You got him. You got a receiver wide open downfield, and he's caught out over the 40 into Van Wert territory. Aiden Wallace got open on the wheel route.
39 pickup.
It's 25 in the backfield. Cole Carlin. 5'7", 164-pound freshman in the backfield in place of Damian Wolf.
Was that Weber or Wallace?
That was Wallace with the catch. First down, 10 to go, Bryan. Ball to 36. Carlin in trouble, spins away, uses his athletic ability, see if he can make something happen, turns the corner, gets out of bounds, gets about 30 to the 32, gain of about 5 on the play, 4.
I tell you what,
We're
Carlin.
going to give him the 30. They like even numbers.
They do. I said this last year.
Yes.
I did say this last year.
They like even numbers. And now Cade's down. Looks like he's got a cramp.
So pickup of 6 there for Carlin. Rhett McGill would be your backup quarterback.
So now our entire backfield with the injuries are 2 freshmen.
Yeah.
You've got Cole Carlin and Rhett McGill. Fortunately for Cade, it looks like a cramp, but, you know, unless you've ever had a cramp during a football game, you don't know how miserable those things are when you're telling your calf to fire and your calf doesn't want to do anything.
Yep.
Well, I know that part of Coach's plan for this year was to get some of these freshmen some game time and let them feel it out and get some of these sophomores some game time and, you know, begin to build this program. I'm not sure we wanted to start a backfield of 2 freshmen on the halfway through the third quarter in the first game of the year.
It'd be interesting to see if Jacob Uran comes in at all. He's listed as a tight end as well, and gives you a little bit of a wrinkle.
You know what I mean? Does give you a wrinkle. He does.
So you got, you know, double tight ends with Carter Dominic and Uran. Do that and see what you can get.
Let's go big ball. Well, it's good to see that Cade's jogging off. So maybe he's only going to be – he's got to go for one play unless we want to blow a timeout. And I can't see us wanting to blow a timeout at 3:38.
Jacob Uran looks like he might –
He's in a tight end.
And
Carter Dominic.
Carter Dominic?
Carter Dominic's back at quarterback.
What is this craziness?
Well, you know – we saw him pitch a couple pretty good ball games this year. He's got an arm.
He does. Oh, high snap.
And big hands, pulls it down and up the middle. He goes running over everybody. So wasn't it a few years ago, wasn't Alabama that had that quarterback that was like 6'2", 260, and they put him in on the goal line? I think we may have found our goal line quarterback right there. Holy cow. Carter Dominic ran angry on that play. Dominic still in, and again is just going to take it and plow forward, gets 3 on the play.
Can do it all.
And Cade's coming back in now. They gave him 2 on that last play. Ball almost in the middle of the field. You're running slot to the right, tight end to the right, running back to the right. Hudson Wheeler out by himself in the left. Carlin's going to roll right, throw right. That looks like a really good catch. And they're going to say no, instead hit the ground. Really good effort that time by Aiden Wallace. I want to take a look at that on the Welling Construction replay. Yeah, it was a short hop.
Yep. Emphatically smack the turf.
3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the far side of the field.
Carlin having some words there with Carlin.
Making sure he's in the right spot, moving him around.
Don't mess this up.
Going to roll, turn, a throwback screen. He's got him. Being pursued from the back, only going to get about a yard on the play.
I like the idea. I like the call.
And again, a very familiar play to this Bryan offense. That throwback screen worked so much and so well last year. That one just didn't really have a lot of time to develop, and Van Wert just pursues so quickly. 4th down, 7 to go, ball at the 21-yard line.
Got to run everybody 2 yards past the sticks and just have them make a play.
Got Dominic out on the outside. That was his target last time on one of these plays on the outside. Going to leave him alone out there to the boundary side. 3 receivers to the field side, and Van Wert's going to take a timeout to talk about it. We'll take a timeout with him here with 1:57 to go in the third quarter. Your score from Van Wert 27, Bryan 8 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. Third quarter action here from Edgar Stadium, 27-8 Van Wert over Bryan. Bryan talking about this in 4th and 7 after Van Wert called a timeout. Ball at the 21-yard line. Golden Bears driving. Seeing how we're coming out. Carlin in the backfield. Wheeler and Weber to the left. Wallace and Dominic to the right. Three down linemen for Van Wert. 2 linebackers. 6 guys in the defensive backfield. They're going to spread out, give Dominic the room by himself. Carlin's got a chance to run. Gets stopped short.
He hesitated, and that may have been the downfall right there.
Made the play to turn upfield. Just didn't quite. It's an awful long lot of movement. And now there's a Van Wert player down. That's Reichert down holding his hip.
Pick up a fork for Carlin, but that'll be another turnover on downs for the Golden Bears.
And once again, with a player down, let's take a moment to look at scores from around the area. Let's see if we can get an update here. 38, Liberty Center kicked a field goal.
They did?
Liberty Center kicked a field goal. It was 38-0 in the 4th quarter.
Okay.
Fairview still 22-6 over Wauseon. Edgerton, Eden, good ball game there, 20-14 in the 3rd. Defiance Napoleon still 22-14. PH 41, Hicksville 6. Paulding 15, Swanton nothing. Delta Oliver Ayersville now 48-0. Evergreen 28, Elmwood nothing. Antwerp over Montpelier 28-0. Archibald finally got on the scoreboard 14-6, now behind to Genoa. And Reichert's limping off the field. First down, 10 to go for the Cougars at their own 16. And we've got Cole Carlin filling that spot that was Damian Wilson on both offense and defense out there at the linebacker spot now. Going to motion-wise is going to take off up the middle, breaks the tackle, and he's gone. 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown. 84 yards, 1 play, no flags, and just like last year, Briston Wise takes one to the house.
Yeah, I got you. That's it right there.
And, you know, everybody got fooled by the sweep. I got fooled by the sweep, and so did some of the Bryan Golden Bears.
And, you know, he's just such a phenomenal athlete that once he breaks contain, there's not a thing you can do. 33-8 now. And Reichert hobbling back in. He's also their long snapper. That's a tough job to do with a bad hip. Snap, the hold, the kick. This one is good. And that's going to make it 34-8 here with 1:35 to go in the 3rd. That's the backbreaker.
It is.
You know, you've got them pinned deep in their own territory, and a missed tackle, and 84 yards later, Wise is scampered into the end zone. And, you know, he did it last year on kick returns to us. He's just one of those athletes that is just, you got to contain him. And we said at the beginning of the game, the key to the game was contain Wise. And I think if we get to the end of this game and look at the stats, the one thing we didn't do, and we did a lot well, was contain wise.
He's had 18 rush attempts, 249 yards rushing. That's 13.8 in average. Of course, when you have 84, you know, that kind of changes things. But he's got runs of 22, 25, 20, 36, 21, 23, and 84. It's hard when one player takes over the game like that.
And, you know, he's just, it's what Coach Recker does every year. He puts a kid in there at quarterback that is going to put pressure on your defense every single snap. And that's, you know, 7 straight years for the Ohio quarterback. This could be number 8 if tonight's anything like we're seeing. McCracken spreads his team out, ball on the near hash. Looking to launch it downfield, 34-8 now. Big kick, taken at the 13. Out over the 20, 25, 30, tripped up. Just over the 30 to about the 33. We'll see if they round down to the 30. No, they're going to give him the 33.
He had a little seam there, but just the hole closed very quickly.
Right there.
I think we blocked into him, our player into him. I mean, our defender, we blocked into him.
You got 2 receivers each way. Carlin throws it just a little bit behind Dominic. Second down. Looking now for the play. 1:25 to go here in the third. Carlin in the backfield. Carter Dominic H-back. Slot to the right. Single receiver to the boundary side. Dominic going in motion now. Here comes the snap. Looks, throws, finds a spot in the hole. Nice pickup out to about the 40. Nice little pitch and catch. Anthony Weber on the catch again. Third down and about 3 to go. Found a nice little soft spot in the zone and parked himself. Really nice play that time by Weber. Bringing Carlin or Dominic back to the left-hand side. Putting him up at the line as a tight end. Slot to the right, Wheeler to the left. Cade moving Cole around in the backfield. High snap, pulls it down. Sneaks up the middle, not going to be enough for a first down. Going to give him about 2 on the play.
Anytime that snap's high, it takes your timing off.
It does.
And they had struggle right there.
They had kind of collapsed the pocket there before he got a chance to move. 4th down, 3 to go. Is this a Carter Dominic quarterback run?
I would.
I think we're going to let the quarter run.
It's probably a wise decision.
Here at the end of 3 from Egger Stadium, Van Wert 34, Bryan 8 on the Golden Bears Sports Network. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreation Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Y'all should be very proud of me as the Van Wert Fire Department went roaring by us there with their federal cues going. As an old firefighter, I didn't shout, "Go get 'em, brothers." So, I didn't break anybody's eardrums with a "Go get 'em, brothers." All right, here we go. 4th down, big play right here. And it is a first down.
Good job.
It was. We called the play, partner.
Well, we are with the coaches.
I don't think the
Maybe
coaches
they sent that down. I don't know.
I don't think the coaches listened to us on that one, but big first down run by Carter Dominic. And now we got a player down. That's Cowan on one knee.
Yep.
He ran into an angry Carter Dominic, who's been running the ball with anger.
He has been. It is a warm night here.
It is.
It
is. And after a couple of weeks of really beautiful weather, you look at tonight and it's still 73. But as I look to next week, it's going to be 92 on Friday.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're at home. We don't have to run equipment up and down the bleachers. Because it's going to be a warm one next Friday night.
Yes, it is.
When Mommy comes to town.
We have an updated score for them?
Looking for the Mommy score right now.
Good student section tonight with the camo on.
The last update I have is still a first quarter update. And it's 6-0, and I haven't heard anything since. So if anybody else out there has a Mommy Springfield score, shoot us a text.
Yeah.
First down, 10 to go, Golden Bears. Carlin rolls, looks downfield, turns it upfield, steps out of bounds after a gain about 2.
Right idea.
Give him 3. Yeah, the score stream updated really early, but it hasn't had any updates since the first quarter. Going to give him 3 on the play. 2nd down, 7. Stop, clock, stop at 11:38 here in the fourth quarter. 34-8, Van Wert over Bryan. Carlin back to pass, looks downfield, pocket, breaks down, pulls it away, scrambles, still looking downfield, looks and throws it away. Smart play.
Another Van Wert Cougar.
Limp. That's Reichert again, and he's not going off. He's had a rough night.
Yes.
Now they're bringing somebody on for him. Coming on, that's Roman Martin, the 5'7" sophomore. Trips to the field side. 1 to the boundary. Carlin back to pass, looks, throws, incomplete.
Carter heard voices coming, heard footsteps.
He did. I'm wondering if a hand got in there.
4th and 7 for the Golden Bears.
Mommy 21, Springfield 3 at the half. Thank you to Chad Savage.
I don't know how. It was 6-0 on my score stream. Must be Springfield folks lying to us. Trips to the field side. 1 receiver to the boundary side. That'll be Carter Dominic. 4th down, 6.5, 7 to go. Carlin back to pass, has time, escapes out of the pocket, tripped up from behind, fights his way forward, going to be short of the first down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's some gutsy running, though, for Cade Carlin. He didn't get the first down, but he didn't get brought down the backfield. He took on a man in space and won.
And it's just this Van Wert defense pursues to the ball hard. And it's a tough thing. It's when you get a little bit of space, it closes down really quickly. Wise coming back out for this series. I think this may be the last one we see their first team offense.
Surprised they haven't switched it up yet.
This time it's going to be Hillary up the middle, met hard out over midfield to about the 48.
Another update, 21-0. 21-0 at the half.
So that's next week's opponent getting a win tonight. And that's one of the tough things is that's a program that is coming.
Yep.
And Fairview's a program that is coming. You know, our non-conference schedule used to be if we can get 2-1, we're good. Second down, 5 to go. And going to be Wise again up the middle, this time met and brought down.
Pickup of 1. Now we have another update. They're coming fast and furious now. Maumee is winning 28-0 with 6:19 in the third quarter. Special thank you to our superintendent, Mr. Ray, for that one.
It's very good. Thanks for the updates. We will take those all night long. We got a final from Liberty Center. They beat Tenora 38-0. That was a running clock, and they kicked a field goal, which is a surprise.
Yeah, to say the least.
Pass out in the flat, and once again,
picked up a first down.
Yep, that's going to be Gearhart for the first down. Edgerton 26, Eden 14. Fairview 30, Wauseon 6 now. Paulding over Swanton 28-0. PH 47, Hicksville 6. Delta 48, Ayersville 0. Genoa 14, Archbold 6. Evergreen 34, Elmwood 0. And Antwerp 28, Pillier 0. And the battle for the River Rock is 22-20, Defiance leading Napoleon. Here, clock running 9:30 to go in the fourth. First down, 10 to go. Van Wert inside Bryan territory at the 42. Wise hands it up the middle. Going to be Hillary again, I believe. They want to give him inside the 40 to the 39. Spizak on the tackle. Second down, 7 to go for Van Wert.
PA announcer said 2.
Yeah, I'm seeing a solid
like
3. That's
yeah.
a solid 3 to me.
Not the smartest math person in the world, which is why.
Nice shooting the gap that time. Cody Schaefer, tackle for loss. Then we were right back to the 40-yard line. Third down and 8. Now they're 3rd and 8.
Now they're 3rd and 8.
Well, you know, give it 3rd and 12 for the PA system, then we'll lose 4 on the next one. Van Wert content just to let this one run a little bit. Not even coming to the line until there's 10 seconds on the play clock. Clock running 8:15, 34-8 on the main stops of Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Wise rolls, throws, caught, slips out of a tackle. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Cougars.
Wow. Cowan just got out in space.
And you know, one of the 2 things we talked about in the pregame was contain Wise and tackle in space. And right there, he just spun off the tackle, and off he went.
40-yard touchdown. His first of the night.
It's at 40-8. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. 8:03 to go here in the ball game. 41-8 Van Wert over your Golden Bears. Again, a huge thank you to our sponsors who make all of this happen for us. The Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Danielle Van Atta Agency, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Center. Also, huge thanks to those who sponsor all of our things going on during the game. We give thanks to Main Stops of Northwest Ohio for the scoreboard. We give thanks to Tri-State Vision Center, who sponsor our officials for the game. We give thanks to Veteran Services of Williams County, who sponsor our national anthem.
Carlin Company.
Carlin Company, who sponsor our keys to the game. Yep. Welling Construction, who sponsor our replays. So just thanks you to everybody that's out there. To B-Rock and the Q, who carry us all season long. Thanks to all y'all. And again, if you're looking to sponsor, we'll be here all year.
We will. Definitely could use it.
So the Main Stop of Northwest Ohio scoreboard is not the score that we want to give, but they're open when you need them always near main stop. Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday, 41-8 Van Wert.
Bears led 8-0, and it's been all Van Wert after that.
End over end kick, going to be taken at about the 5. Over the met and stood up and dropped at inside the 20. As much as he's booming the kicks off, you almost think you should just let these go.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would have bounced in the end zone as well. But again, it's a live ball. You got to be careful. You got to cover. They got a speed demon down the sideline or something.
Yeah.
I just look at number 62 right there. That is a big, big boy.
Well, as my friend texted, that's a whole house. He's a big one. And I have been really shocked. I didn't think we'd see him more than 20 plays tonight, and he has been out there all night other than on passing downs. Little swing pass to Weber on the side, tries to get outside, gets outside the numbers, down the sideline, run out of bounds. Gained about 5 on the play.
Weber put his head down and took a good hit there and gave it, didn't go down.
Stegman on the tackle. Clock now not stopping with out of bounds plays as we're in running clock territory.
Well, running clock would be 35. We're not there, right?
Over 30, I believe. I think it's over 30 this year.
Cole Carlin got one.
First hit on play by 70, Nick Edwards. Game 2, third and 3 for the Golden Bears.
Third down, 3 to go for the Golden Bears. Slot to the field side, 1 to the boundary side. Strong left. Going to be nice read option that time by Cade. He gets about 7. Moves it out, first down, 33-yard line. First down, 10 to go for the Golden Bears. Trips to the far side. Wheeler down here on an island by himself to the near side. Carlin in the backfield. Snap, pocket holds. Carlin looks downfield, throws downfield. Just a little bit out of reach.
Overthrown there. Nice ball, though.
It was a nice ball. Nice thrown ball. Second down, 10. Ball to 33. I do too. We talked about it at halftime. If they're going to give them an opportunity to air it out, and they've given them a couple chances this half to get the ball downfield. Play comes in from the sideline. Slot both ways. Snap back. Carlin looks, throws it away. All sorts of pressure that time. Trying to set up, had the safety valve, but was looking for the wheel route down the field. Nothing ever developed. I will say one thing that I will give Cade Carlin a lot of credit for tonight. He has not forced passes.
No,
if he doesn't have it, he pulls it down and runs, or he throws it away. He's been really smart with the football. Other than those 2 sacks on the blitz, he's been able to get rid of the ball. Clock running inside 4:15. Carlin pulls it, slides up the middle, is going to get out over the 35 to about the 37. And that's going to bring up 4th and a long 6.
Tripped up by 62, Javon Smith.
Big Javon Smith made that tackle. Tripped up. I got to be honest. If I'm a quarterback, I'm glad he's tripping me up.
And not hitting me.
Not hitting me.
Number 11, Jacob Duran in the punt. And the tail line count, number 2, Kate Kevin in the back.
Snap, you're in. Punt, high in the air. Up over the lights, fair catch called to the 31-yard line, where Van Wert's going to take over. And this is what makes Van Wert such a good team year in and year out. Because here you are, 3 minutes to go, and you're able to bring in your young guys and get them some experience on Friday nights. And you know, there is something about playing on a Thursday afternoon JV game versus a Friday night under the lights, and they're able to bring these guys on and get a little bit of experience. And Zach Crumley coming in, and he's the next one. 6'5", 220-pound freshman. And if he wants to sling, and I was watching him in warm-ups, he's got a live arm. And he's going to instead take off over the right-hand side. Gets about 7 or 8 before he's drugged down.
14, Zach Crumley on the keeper. Brought down by 30, Caden Ross.
Brian empties their bench. Caden Ross, one of our freshmen, makes the tackle. Under 3 minutes, the clock rolling here, 41-8, Van Wert and Bryan. Second down, 1 to go after a gain of 9. Hands it off to the running back up the middle. And he's
ball. No, never mind.
Hit and brought down.
Number 9.
Vincent Taylor on the tackle. Started the tackle. Finished off by a host of clock's going to be rolling under 2 minutes before they take the snap on this one. 6'5", 220-pound freshman with the tall white socks. He looks like Peyton Manning out there. And he's going to take off and run again. And he's got a little bit of room up near midfield, dragged down at the 50-yard line.
Pick up of 6.
Caden Ross on the tackle again. Moving from that left side linebacker position. Empty in the backfield. And where he goes up the left-hand side, cuts back across field, and he may go all the way. Big chase by the Golden Bears, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Number 11,
Xavier Kelly, a 5'11", 165-pound sophomore.
Is that indeed a 50-yard touchdown?
That was a 50-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Now, how's that for your first carry of your varsity life?
Exactly.
1 carry, 50 yards, touchdown. I'm retiring, Mom. Now they're bringing in the other kicker now. This is Alex Banner on to kick, 5'6", 150-pound freshman. Holder needs to get on the other side. Be the last snap of the ball game. Place, the kick is up. It's good, and that's going to bring our final here tonight. You know, a game that started so well for the Golden Bears, and just things go sideways. And one of the things that you talk about is that things begin to snowball. And when it started to snowball, we just couldn't quite get in front of it. So that's the final here tonight. 48-8. Van Wert defeats Bryan. We go to 0-1 on the season. Rough.
Yeah, I mean, you ran into a buzzsaw with a kid that has been a great running back for the last couple years. He's the guy that beat you last year on a couple of kickoff returns, and now he's quarterbacking.
Yep, and it is exactly what they do at Van Wert. Now, it'll be interesting to see what they do next year, because you got that Zach Crumney, 6'5", 220 as a freshman, and he's got a very live arm.
Yep.
So, you wonder if they bring up another running back or if they just decide, no, we're going to change our offense next year and throw it around a little bit. So, again, a huge thank you to our sponsors tonight: Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, the Daniel Van Adda Agency, the Crow Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Center. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll wrap it up with some stats, get ourselves out of here, and get you guys ready for next week when Maumee comes to town. Looks like the 1-0 Maumee Panthers come to town. You're listening and watching the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back here. Tough first night.
Yep.
And we knew that there was going to be some growing pains with this team. Being so very young, an injury to Damian Wolf doesn't help things. And so, hopefully it was a stinger and he's going to be back ready to go next week. When it first happened, it looked really bad.
Yep.
And it was good to see him get off the field on his own power. Hopefully it's a bruise or a stinger, and we'll see Damian back because he had an incredible game tonight. And I'm going to take my hat off to Cade Carlin. He had a great game tonight too. The numbers may not show it on the offensive side of things, but he made a number of tackles on the defensive side, and he took care of the ball. And for a young quarterback, that's all you can ask him to do is to take care of the ball. So let's take a peek at our stats here tonight at the end of this one. Looked a little bit better at the end of the first half than it does at the end of it.
179 rushing yards for Bryan, 91 passing yards for total yards of where did my total yards go? 270. And then for Van Wert, they had 340 yards rushing, 182 yards passing for 522. First downs, 9 for Bryan, 6 by the rush, 3 by the pass, 11 for Van Wert, 6 by the rush, 5 by the pass. Cade Carlin was 13 of 23 for 91 yards, and he had no interceptions. We had one interception. One interception? One interception. And Van Wert, they were 13 of 18 for 182 yards and 2 interceptions there. And then total time of possession. Bryan won the time of possession battle, 26-49 to 21-11. And they were penalized 3 times for 20 yards. Van Wert 1 time for 5 yards.
One of the things that, you look at the scoreboard, and this wasn't what anybody wanted. 48-8 is not the way you want to have your first game as a new head coach. But again, the game was not quite what the score showed.
Yep.
I look at this game, and it comes down to about a 10-minute period at the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third, We let them go down and score on that long drive to end the first half to take a 2-score lead. We get 2 turnovers in the third quarter and can't do anything with them. And, I think that's one of the things that's going to be tough for this team. And it's going to be tough for a lot of folks to see is this is a team last year that with Jace and Sam were putting up 35, 36 points a game. This team's not going to put up 35, 36 points a game. They're going to have to win games that are going to be gritty and kind of low scoring. But that means that when the defense does what they need to do and turn over the other team twice, you got to make something happen.
You do. And that was the key there. They two interceptions and couldn't do anything with either one of them.
With either one of them. And, we were up here with the coaches, and my hat's off to the coaches. They were incredibly calm tonight with everything going. But if you heard after the second one, they slammed the table and said, we can't do that when we get the ball from them twice. A team like Van Wert, if you get the ball from them twice, you got to make something happen.
Exactly. And, we talked a little bit about Damian Wolf being out. He had 134 yards rushing tonight, and that's going to be hard to replace if he can't go. So hopefully, as we said, that's a, something that doesn't happen. But when you look.
It's good to see him in his helmet out in the huddle on the field.
When you look, though, we talked to the key of the game about Briston Wise.
Yep.
And Briston Wise had 182 yards passing, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. He also had 250 yards rushing on 19 carries. 84 was his long, and he had 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, and that and the tackling in space, and he's a tough kid to tackle in space, but that's one of the things that have to happen. So Monday night volleyball with Paulding will be broadcast on the BGSN. And then we'll be back with you next Friday night from home for the home opener as Maumee comes to town. And hopefully that it'll be like last year. Van Wert spanked us pretty hard last year, and we came around and got 2 wins back-to-back in tough games. I mean, they were very difficult games against Fairview and Maumee, and they're both improved teams. This is going to be a real test for the Bears. And I think tonight was not the thing that you measure your team against. It's the next 2 weeks is what you measure your team against, is where do we stand against those 2 teams that are really improving and showing it this year. I mean, Fairview spanked Wauseon, just absolutely spanked them. And so that's going to be a real test for us to see how things go. So here tonight, for the lady to my left, Kristen Brunner, thank you. Turning the knobs, making us look good, sound good. Well, you can't make us look good because they don't put a camera on us because we don't look good. But thank you very much. John Tripaldi, Gabby Malanga, our middle schooler on the camera. Thank you all very much for your work. Nathan Keel and TK, great work always at Bryan. Looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Trent Temple here at Van Wert. To the electrician here at Van Wert who came in to get the electric turned on this side of the press box because we had no power when we got here tonight, and they had to call the electrician to come out to flip all the right switches to make sure that us and the coaches had power on this side of the press box. A huge thank you to them. Matt Neff, Stephanie Ponzak, Golden Bear Photography, Rick Armentrout back at the Q, our executive producer, and my partner tonight, Chris Malanga, the maestro of stats tonight. We didn't hear much from Chris tonight because he was doing double duty pulling stats for us. So thanks, Chris, for that. Derek Huggan will be back with you next week. And that'll be a wonderful thing. And, oh, by the way.
We have to vote.
We have to vote.
That's right.
The Fan Challenge vote at WTOL. Vote now. Prove that your school has the best fans. We got a nice little QR code up for you. Put that in there, and you can say that, Brobston's the best announcer in the history of football. And I'll be fine with that, too. But get on and vote now for the Fan Challenge on WTOL. Scan the QR code, go to WTOL.com and vote in the Fan Challenge. And you can vote. This is a Chicago-style election. You can vote often. There's not limited to one vote. You can vote as often as you want. So go and make sure that you prove your fanhood tonight and over the next few days for our Golden Bears. This broadcast is produced by the Golden Bears Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or account of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One time for all of us here at the Golden Bears Sports Network with Chris Malanga, I'm Dave Brobston. Again, your final score tonight, 48-8, Van Wert over Bryan. Have a great night, stay safe, and we will see you all Monday night for volleyball.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.